Hey, what's up, guys? Jay here, Google Ads Specialist and Career Coach. And in this video, I wanted to talk about how much have I made so far working with Google Ads as a Google Ads Specialist. So I'm gonna take you all the way back to where when I got my first job, and it's gonna be pretty lengthy of a story here, but my first job was working at a Facebook ads agency, mainly for e-com. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, I didn't know what I was doing. But luckily, when I got hired, they basically just handed me a few Google Ads courses that were more advanced, and they showed me what I need to do, how to manage the budget, and all that good stuff. And so they brought me on into this agency making around, I'll say 35,000 a year, and that was the salary for that position. And so as I worked it, I was managing big e-commerce accounts. Some of these accounts were actually on Shark Tank, which is pretty cool, and they were spending like $1,000 a day. And I was like scared. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I made it work, and over time, I levered up. I leveraged that experience, and I got more. I basically built up my skill set in Google Ads and was able to want more. I felt like I hit a ceiling there, and it was time for me to explore more. And so I started to apply for more positions, and then I ended up landing a role at a remote, well, at the Facebook ads agency. I actually had to go inside the office. I think it was like Monday through Thursday, and I was working remote from home on Fridays. So fast forward, I started applying for jobs, and then I ended up landing a role at this digital marketing agency that specifically focused on car dealerships. And it was pretty cool, and it was remote, so I got to work from home, and my increase went from 35 to like 50,000 a year. And so now I'm working from home. I'm actually having a team of other Google Ads specialists that I can learn from, and just learn. And that was pretty cool. It was super stressful because I never had a big roster of clients to try to manage. I believe I was managing around 30 accounts, and it was really new for me. From the previous agency, I probably had like one or two accounts that I was managing. But for this agency I was working at, I had 30 accounts that I had to attend to, and I was like panicking and stressing out because I was just messing up left and right. And it's more so like the normal mess ups that you get when you first started out working in digital marketing. You forget to turn off campaigns, you forget to put certain targets in certain campaigns, the ad copy isn't up to par. It's just learning and growing pains that you go through as level up. And so over the course of that moment, I was actually still learning, and like I said, I was leveraging my coworkers, and that's when the pandemic hit, and I actually got laid off. And the crazy thing is, I was out of work for maybe like a month, and I just applied for some more jobs, and I leveraged that skill of working with car dealerships and ended up landing another position at another car dealership agency, making even more money, which is crazy. So I went from 30, 35 to 50. Now I'm at 70. Well, no, yeah, at 70,000. And it was crazy because I didn't think that I could increase my pay rate like that within a month, let alone find another job in that short amount of time, which was cool. But at this agency, it was really cool because even though it was still um, car dealerships, I was still able to leverage all that knowledge and basically just collaborate with other teams, not only just the Google Ads, but like the Facebook and the SEO people, which was pretty cool. And like I said again, I think I worked there for like maybe no, I think it was like 2 years. And then I was like, all right, it's time to go. Everybody was leaving. I think the main reason I left this position is because when you're working in an agency role, it's really fast paced. A lot of people coming and going, and I believe I had a team of maybe like 5 or 6 people, and it got to the point where like it was only like two of us, and if 5 of those people are managing like 10 or 20 accounts, that means that everyone else will have to basically pick up the slack when it's only 2 people, when there was 5 people managing accounts in all. And so my roster was packed and my other team members were packed. I'm sorry I did this, but I was like, this is getting out of hand. So I had to go. And so I jumped ship again. And I end up landing a role where I'm making like close to 90K. Yeah. And this role was more like client facing. That's probably the most stressful part about this role because I've never had to like actually communicate with the client. I always had someone on the performance side, performance management side, kind of be the liaison between us. And now I'm actually having to like communicate, email, chat, text, call the client and give them updates on like what's going on inside of the account. And I kind of had some little anxieties and panics about it, but I'll say over the first month or so, it got easier because I'm always thinking like when it comes to like leveling up inside of this career or just in general, I think if you're comfortable or you're just stagnant, then you're not doing you're in complacent. It's not going to work for you. I feel like it works best for me when I feel uncomfortable. And when I'm uncomfortable and then I end up making that uncomfortable feel comfortable, it's time to like level up, I say. And so that was what was happening there. And so I'm making 90K, and then I'm like, what else can I do to improve or just increase my income here? And I really like the position I'm at now, and so I leveraged freelancing. And so I did some freelance work on the side at the beginning. And so now I'm bringing that back in, and that's bringing on another 12,000 a month on top of the 90,000 that I'm making a year. So I'm pushing well above 100K a year, working full time and having a few clients on the side, which is really cool. And I just wanted to make this video to let you know that there's always a journey from start to finish that you have to get to. Now, my journey might not look the same as yours. You might actually just start out at 70K and hit 100K in like the next 3 years from now. But for me, it took me around 5 years to get to the level that I'm at. And also, before I end this video, if you want to start applying for digital marketing jobs, I do have a link down below where you can download my 100K resume. This is pretty much the resume that got me to the position I am now. I revamped it a few times, so you're getting the final the final version of it. And also, if you need help with just jumping into digital marketing and finding a job, click the second link in the description where you can schedule a free strategy or a coaching call with me, and I can help you basically create that journey from A to Z for you so that you can figure out where you need to start and where you might end up in the future. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.